Alright, now I gotta rebuild this cylinder in here for Raji's. It's been leaking like a sieve. Look at there, it's running down the gland. Oh boy. Well, it's gonna be a nasty job. Look how wet it's made all the hoses and stuff. Belly pan. Whew, nasty. And it's been butchered up. We'd had some kind of bolt issue, and I didn't know about the bolt issue, and until we end up doing that to their skidder frame. So good times. But everything else is bent to match it, so it works. Yes. Okay. Got the cab jacked up. Took the 2 steering lines loose up there. I figured they're high enough above the hydraulic tank. There ain't gonna be much leaking, because I ain't dealing with all the noise there is leaking. I shouldn't pull them off and cap them. But I'm gonna do one cylinder and then I'm gonna turn the skidder and do the other one. So I just need to hurry up and figure, screw it. I don't know. Alright, I promised in this video I would explain what I'm doing for a change, instead of just hammering through the videos like I always do, because I'm busy. Alright, so what happens is, on a steering system, your machine got pivot pins in the center. So to steer the machine, you got your machine's basically in 2 frames, basically like my arm. Here's the front and here's the back. You turn it this way, the frame twists. You turn it that way, the frame twists that way. To make the frame twist, you got steering cylinders. You got them balanced. You got one on each side. They get looped together to cross over. So when you're squirting on the back of one piston, you're squirting on the front of the other to make them do backwards. All right, there's a steering valve up there. It comes from your steering wheel down. And what it does is it takes oil. And there's 4 lines. Okay, there's oil coming in, pressuring up that valve. When you turn your steering cylinder one way, it's pushing out that one hose. You turn it the other way, it's pushing out the other hose. The exhaust goes out that other hose back to the tank. So now there's another line on this, on a John Deere, to drive the priority valve, but I ain't gonna get into that. So anyways, so that's how your steering system works. So anyhow, this is screwed up. So what I'm gonna do is pull this gland out, and that's how you just gotta take 1 pin out. But here we are. There's a keeper and a ring in there inside that can. Look up at the top. All right, that ring slides in there, and that holds this gland from squirting out on a deer. So I gotta put this little ring that comes in your seal kit. I gotta put this little ring in there, and let me put it in there, and then you can pull the gland out, basically. Okay, so she's in there. I've got the orange piece stuck in there in the can door. You can pull it out now. So now I'm gonna pull it out. All right, I didn't have it turned far enough, so I'm gonna get Big Daddy turn a little farther for me. Get him push it a little bit. You son of a bucking junk. Try her again. Okay, we'll see if we can pull it out now. Tie off to the buzzer. This comes out now. I got my phone so filthy right now. It's ridiculous. About tail. I don't know if that lock ring's trying to, that dack gum. You son of a buck. God damn. Alright. I cut the first ring because I was being lazy and I didn't take this out. Which I know better. I've done a bunch of these. I know better than that. I thought I could squeak by. Sometimes I make them out that way. Thank goodness I had another kit. Had another piece in it. Yeah, that one's doing good. Okay, we're good. Alright, Big Des. He's got a phone call now. Oh. Alright, this started out going smooth, and there's nobody here, so I thought it was going to be one of those good jobs where I could do a video and show you guys everything, and you all be proud of Logger Wade for sharing information instead of just going blah, blah. But then I started into this thing, and it turned into one of those. So this skidder is about to take fire. Down in here, every tool I got is just covered in guck. Down in here, it is just toast. The bushing was gone and no remnants of it. I don't know if it got, I don't know. I ain't gonna poke, pry, and point fingers. I have no idea what in the F bomb is going on down here, but I'm gonna have to drive to the shop and get bushings now. Them bushings are fine, the easy ones is fine. But that's funny that they're gone and there's no remnants of the bushing in there. So it had to have got out and all the pieces fell out without anybody seeing it. You buy that? I don't buy it. Of course I'm tight, I don't buy much, but. So, I'm gonna try to knock this out before I run out of profanity. I'm making up new words, but they just don't have the same impact. If I could just make a word that hits as hard as the F-bomb does, I would be a wealthy man. Let's pull the piston off. Here's the piston. Nah, same old, same old. But our problem's gonna be in this gland. Let's pull this off and see what we shall see. Nothing major. Well, boys, there ain't chunks missing. Usually there's chunks missing. I think she's just slap wore out. Yeah, there ain't no chunks of rubber missing. Wait a minute, there's chunks missing in that one. There's usually chunks missing when they're leaking like that. Alright. Start right here. Hey. Ooh, I think I found my issue. Gland's busted. I I've never seen that before. That had to have something to do with the wreck. Wow. Never seen that before. She's busted. That's what I thought I seen when I started taking it apart. I think the only thing holding it was this little tab around here. It's the only dry spot on it. The rest of it's all soaked in oil. It was holding right there yet. Well, I have never seen that before. That's got to be from the wreck. Well, looks like I'm on a parts mission. And this skidder probably ain't gonna be running Monday. Correction, Sunday. Running junk like we do, it's good to have junk sitting around. And look what I found down here beside the wasp. I found another cylinder. So we're gonna rob Peter and pay Paul. And look at that, we even got a garden growing back there. Looks like it needs weeded. For being a son of a buck of all son of a bucks, I am not playing. I am aggravated, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. Oh, where'd I put this here? Because I'm getting ready to do some yanking. I'm gonna yank her out there. Fatty McGee. But I like, oh, here we go. Oh, come here, you. No count. Aggravating son of a biscuit eating. Oh. Cylinder, I'm starting to get mad at you. Oh. 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 Tell me that hose is not hooked to that steering valve yet. Well, the steering valve's gone. What's something that ought to come out of there? It's just getting her pulled out. All right. Oh, bless America. That sunbuck is wearing me slap ass out. Oh, bless America. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I could wrench him now. Anyways, let me wrench him. I'll wrench the son of a bucks loose. Bastards. Boys, if I was to tell you that didn't suck, I'd be lying to you. Out and got the hole cleaned out. I'll set this thing up there. Take this socket. I know somebody be on me for beating on a socket with a hammer, but that's why God made cheap China sockets. To beat on with a hammer. Ugh. Got it all cleaned off, and it's set back on top and centered up. We're ready to tack her down. We're going out tonight. Mommy's wearing a dress. It's cute. She said, I'm gonna wear a dress tonight. I'm just gonna wear a dress. This is what I'm gonna do. We've been to the Splash Mountain Splash Park. Well, Daddy worked on a daggone hydraulic cylinder, on a steering cylinder, on a skidder all day.
Gotta use low gear coming out this.
I was so aggravated. You got put her in low gear from a big trucker. Mine got her in a low cog. So I've had the day from Hades. This is the ride down the hill.
Oh,
I've had the worst day ever. Yeah, it's better. I'm with y'all. But I had a
left or right?
take a right rudder. I tried to repack a steering cylinder, and it turned out the bushings was out of the daggone front of the thing, the can. Had to do some cutting right there beside the transmission on a skidder. And then the cylinder gland was busted. I'd never seen that before. And I had to go back to the mill from the job site. I had to go back to the mill and strip the part skidder and take that cylinder back, break it down, and then rebuild it and put parts from 2 cylinders together to put the cylinder back on the skidder. And then it was aggravating the whole way through. And the daggone, the bushings was gone. Like that bearing, John Deere, y'all John Deere guys, you know them bearings. They got a bushing style, kind of like on the 3-point hitch on a tractor. Then that whole thing was gone. So, and it's hotter than Billy Hammer Hades, and I was outside all day. And look at that girl, she wearing a cast? Son of a buck. Oh, she got a sock on her hand. Oh, polka dot sock hand, swear to God. They're right behind her, I think it's past the China one. But, so anyway, it was a rough day. But I got it on, some of it on Vegicord, most of it on Vegicord, but I bet it's somewhere past all that mess. There's the sign. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll have Vision Monday. Tomorrow, Sunday, we're gonna start logging. We're logging in the morning. Right there, the El Compadre. You see the L? E-L? Compadre with the big hat? That's Mexican. L is Mexican for L. E-L is lay. Like in France, they call it lay, and in Mexican, they call it L. L-A. Ain't there an L-A in some? All right. This is the only one that's fine. At one point yesterday, I got aggravated, and I just went ahead and put it back together and quit doing the YouTube thing. But here it is put back together. It was a slimy, aggravating son of a buck. And I gotta grease the crap out of it in there. But it, I think it's gonna do. I think it'll do fine. Now I gotta, hopefully I'm gonna dump this on Roger, put his skidder back together so I can get back, kind of get the logging. We're gonna log today. Ground soft, but not terrible. This is a truck road. Here's what Whitey did to it. So I think we're gonna need more rock, but I don't think it's gonna dry quick enough to do us any good. Probably been there load number 2s.